Tensions are rising between the two biggest economies. China had warned the US against House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan. But on Tuesday, that's precisely where she landed. Beijing views Taiwan as a breakaway Chinese province and opposes international recognition of its government and visits from officials. Military tensions along the Taiwan Strait are high, but Pelosi says her trip is a show of support for Taiwan's democracy.
Nancy Pelosi's surprise visit to Taiwan threatens to throw off course Washington's fine balancing act, neither affirming nor denying Beijing's claim to the territory. US and Chinese stocks sank on the news of Pelosi's intention to visit. Investors worry it could inflame tensions between the two powers. Stability in Taiwan is important for global supply chains. Taiwan holds 20% of global computer chip manufacturing capacity. It's the leader, while the likes of China, the US and Europe lag far behind. And look what happens when we focus on the most complex and powerful chips, those under 10 nanometers. Taiwan is by far the most dominant. Trailing far behind is the only other country making such complex chips, South Korea. The manufacturing of these chips is so complicated that the production processes are extraordinarily hard for other countries to copy. Taiwan's tech industry has helped it become rich, with a GDP per capita of over $68,000, more than 3 times higher than China's with its large but mostly poor population. But the island's long-term future under China's shadow is uncertain. Beijing sees the visit as a provocation, so investors and security experts alike are alert to anything that could tip the balance in the China-Taiwan rivalry.
For more, let's bring in Joyce Lee in Taipei. What are the immediate local economic consequences of Nancy Pelosi's visit?
So China has a long history of punishing other countries by cutting them off from its market. Following Pelosi's visit, Beijing has suspended imports of more than 2,000 food products from Taiwan, including tea, honey, and seafood products. In the past, China hit single products from the primary sector, such as specific fruit or fish. But this time, they're targeting processed foods too. The potential damage could be sizable. China is Taiwan's largest trading partner, with bilateral trade of over $300 billion last year. And keep in mind that Taiwan is holding a local election in November, where voters typically focus on local economic and social issues. So China's ban could weaken Taiwan's ruling party DPP in the coming election.
And Joyce, just explain to our viewers globally where Taiwan fits in.
Taiwan's GDP ranks 6th in Asia, and Taiwan's TSMC produces more than 90% of the world's advanced semiconductors. If you need a microchip to power your phone or a missile defense system, you're going to get it from Taiwan, even if you're China or the US. So Taiwan has made itself indispensable to both sides.
So tell me more about the chip industry, because I know the US is pushing to become more independent from Taiwan. China, too, has its eyes set on that chip-making industry. It's very lucrative and essential to so many different sectors. Where would that leave Taiwan if both the US and China, two of its biggest customers, become more independent?
Well, China has attempted to develop its own semiconductors, but they simply don't have the knowledge about the delicate process of chip making. Meanwhile, making chips in the US is just too expensive. So Taiwan's top officials had said that there is zero chance that the semiconductor industry could be hollowed out and relocated to the US. So for now, Taiwan is irreplaceable.
You heard it from Joyce Lee. Thank you very much for filling us in with the latest there from Taipei.